He walked across the trash-strewn hotel parking lot and used the key card on his hotel door. The door didn't open at first, blinking red and red again, before finally acquiescing to his demands and allowing him inside. The inside of the hotel room didn't seem much better, but the man was tired and so he collapsed in his bed. He awoke a few hours later and was rested but hungry. He took a look in the mirror by the TV and he looked as ugly, discolored, and dead as the room around him. He shrugged his shoulders and went to the bathroom. He was just doing his business absent-mindedly when he caught a glimpse of himself in the mirror. He was radiant, full of life, thin and beautiful. He smiled, walked outside, and full of positivity, ordered a grilled cheese sandwich at the Waffle House and smiled through his dinner, leaving the waiter a big tip because he was so pleased with himself and life in general. He came back to his hotel room, went to sleep, and when he woke up, the mirror by the TV still made him look ugly, while the mirror in the bathroom made him look beautiful. He stared at his reflection for a while. He didn't realize how long before a knock came on the door. "Room service," a lady called. "Are you staying another day?" He told the maid he was unsure, but after a delicious breakfast, he knew he could not leave the room right away, and so he decided to stay at least one more day. This day, he locked himself inside, staring at his reflection until the maid came once again. He walked out to greet her and smiled at her, but found that his eyes had adjusted to compensate for the mirror. Everything outside of the bathroom now looked absolutely awful, much worse than before. He had another meal, but was too distraught, and it didn't satisfy him. He went back and stared in the mirror some more, but now he was beginning to notice flaws. His nose was too big, just a little. His butt was too small, quite small. What should I do? He thought. He left the hotel and decided to get these things fixed. He couldn't afford to stay at the hotel forever after all, so he went to work, saved money for plastic surgery, then came back to the hotel. He made sure to book the same room, and he looked at himself in the mirror. How beautiful, he said to himself, and he was so proud. He finally looked perfect. He walked outside, and now that he himself was perfect, everything else looked even more disgusting by comparison. He tried not to think about it. He looked up because that way he wouldn't have to look at other people's faces. He couldn't bear to look at them, or even the parking lot with all of its oil stains and cracks and trash. He saw the maid with her limp and terribly stained teeth, so quickly looked away. He continued to stare at the sky, and because he wasn't watching where he was walking, he tripped and fell into the road where a bus ran him over.